This was almost like having a bad dream come true.
The sun was so high, really high. Suddenly we just hear poof. And you know what, for a food does not first like a magnet. All we just see is just fire around the whole place.
As I dey run, they come, when I can see people with a rock with fire, they call, he call dive me. As he dive me, now I push that one more for body. That one just for there, burnt to ashes.
As I fell down, I was inside the fire now.
A good number of them did not make it.
I don't see my sister would die.
Invariably, there's no family in Jesse that never lost an individual.
They have not done anything for us. Imagine the headquarters now, we don't have hospital here.
Our mission here is to recover the corpses that were lost as a result of the fire incident.
In October 1998, the tiny town of Jesse in the heart of the Niger Delta made international headlines. A pipeline connecting the refinery in the nearby city of Warri to the northern city of Kaduna was leaking. As was common at the time, there was a nationwide fuel scarcity, and so as word of the leaking pipeline spread, thousands of people from Jesse and neighboring towns came to scoop as much as possible.
Before this outbreak, this explosion on 18th October 1998, before that happened, there was a leakage on a pipeline, that pipeline close at the location. Now, many of the testimonies we heard was that there was a cartel that was stealing oil. You know, oil theft is a major problem in the Niger Delta. It's believed that the night before the outbreak, because the stealing was major, you know the way this thing is stolen is that people open up the pipelines and they don't take the oil, the refined product away in gallons or buckets. They take them in tankers. They use sophisticated equipment, huge equipment to take the thing off. Both those stealing the crude and those stealing the refined product. And now, early in the morning, also the guys who were doing this cartel or the mafia did not shut down, did not close the gap where they had breached the pipe. They didn't shut it down properly, so the refined product spilled, and spilled in a massive way.
When we're young, much younger, it is believed that nobody passes through the area, that's the pipeline, because we always believe when all these surveillance helicopter passes through that they're going through there and you might be electrocuted once you pass through the area. So there was this fear created in their mind that nobody really passes through the place. So when women are going to farm, people are going to farm, the community persons are going to farm, they quickly pass through the place quietly. So one of these days, one of the women came back to town to say, oh, the place is smelling and there's gushing of fuel from which is now the pit, a hole where repairs have been carried on in the area. So after reporting to the community, I was not around then. I was in University of Benin, then doing law. They called me, being the youth president. I came back home and quickly sent some chiefs to go to PPMC to give the report that this is what's happening here. So the following morning they came, they told us that the place has been locked up and the fuel will no more be gushing as it were before.
We had reports that it did not only just spill at that location where the thing happened, the explosion happened, but it went into Ethiop River. So people were going to farm, were walking in swamps, not water swamp, but petrol swamp. They were walking in the river was covered by, some portion of the river was covered by refined products. So when things like this happen, it's natural for people to want to look, that someone want to scoop the refined product to sell because of they want some income. And some were just in their farms or fishing. When the fire happened, when it happened, everyone got engulfed. But about 5 minutes before the fire outbreak, there's a report that was a Shell helicopter who were flowing the area and announcing from the air in English that people should clear away from that something was going to happen or that something would happen, that, warning about the danger. It's obvious that if there's a lot of refined product, it's highly inflammable, so anything could trigger the fire.
I was in Mosuga, the next village. As at that time, one sesame company called CGG took from Umunede, Oronigbe, they surveyed to this place. So we are all seeking for a job. So I was among the youth of Mosuga Kingdom. So we are all seeking for chances so that we can work. Then, as we are talking about the chances, how we're going to share it, we had a pipe spillage at Jesse. So we all ran there.
I was at home. It happened in the night when the rumor came that they burst the pipeline. Okay. So people were going. So one of my sisters that was living with me in the house and my child, so they went.
How old was your child?
The child was about 10 years then.
Boy or girl?
The boy. So they went. Then later my son now came, remaining my sister. So when the time was getting to about in the afternoon, and she was not coming back, so I went there because of her.
A day as SARS for midnight. For you say, not before the bomb start time, say for a bus for somewhere, for a bus of people they serve for. Say for your boss, for the flow like river, like water. Now say, now go load the place. As my sister just called, just call me, say let us go and load the place. That we went there. So we went there.
That day now for night. Where did it happen? What bearer did the time that day? One man they carry come they call dozen. It did. So all of us could go the bearer, go sell things. Because I they sell for bearer that time. They help my mom they sell. As all of us go, I call here say pipeline one tag. No, the place a big tag night day inside. As they go farm for that side that time, we call climb the tag. We call play on top of the tag. When they call tell me, I say, hey, what you did that side? Now my friend call say, Mo will go. I say no, say after I finish this load with my man carry for me first. I say okay. Now all of them call go. Now the thing I call continue to help my mama they say. Before time call reach that kind 4:30, we call close for the party and people wake up for Benin many places. They carry their motor, they feed the attack with fuel. So as we reach our sleep, cause they catch me. Now my friend call say, Mo would they go? I say no, say that place I don't want it go. My spirit not carry me to go. I that my grandma got to say, see my age. Say they don't arrange money, they don't serve all those big drum. Say they don't serve a food when they find money. I not sabi find money. Cause say the party I go so not be money I see find for each side. When me see that cause say okay, I go the farm place where the tag there so. I want go see her with this afternoon time. I know as that place be. We can't feel say na malati 9 days inside the tag before because when they go firewood, we go see it too. They make who. We can't say na malati 9 days inside the tag.
Getting there, we are all looking for money and we saw money, so started getting money. We don't serve it to distance. Just let's say from it to the road, you sell and come back again. So you sell and come back again. Some people go direct to the pit where the fuel came from. But being that we know that the fuel is pumping out, so we dug a little gutter at the side. So the one that ran to the gutter is the one we serve to sell. So as pure as any other, very cold as you are serving it, but very flammable.
This is the manhole where the incident happened. The whole place was filled with people. There was no space to even step leg on. Shouting, shouting, shouting. Let me fetch, let me fetch. It's my turn. Come down. They even smuggle some people down to see say another person can go in. But yet, the place was crowded.
As I reach there, now I see people wey climb the top, they serve the fuel, use bucket, they fetch like who they fetch water for where. I can start for top of the tank like this, they look inside.
There are a lot of people there. Some climb up, they were fetching, while some are carrying it. Then that my sister was inside. I was searching for her. So as I went there, a little bit closer to the well. So I searched for her, I did not see her. So I saw the place was not good at all. Because normally I don't even like the odor of fuel.
I not carry anything. I just follow my sister. Just go look. So now look. As I just they say the gas too much, the odor they won't turn my eye. Now turn back. Now face how they go home.
We heard that police people are coming to arrest us. So we ran for a while and see nobody coming. We come out again, we serve again. All of a sudden we saw a helicopter coming. Although we heard the noise from him, but we did not know what he's saying. So the crowd was so much. Disturbing noise everywhere, buckets, fights, everything, you know. We have more than 100 people are all stolen. There must be a problem, quarrels, so other things. Then, all of a sudden again, they say police is coming again. The people ran away. The place become empty. For about 1 hour, nobody came. The people not in again. They took to the hostel. They buy and sell from Benin. People from Benin heard that the something is going on, so they even shut out lorry with cans. We sell, we pay, we collect money, we sell, we collect money, we sell, we collect money. Something about, let's say 12 to 1. I think that 12 to 1 to 2. Could not really pick the hour. The sun was so high, really high. Suddenly we just hear poof. And you know what food does not, first like a magnet. All we just see is just fire around the whole place.
If I thought I just see the fire. Wait, I don't know where the fire pass go.
As I turned back, wanted to come out of the place, then the thing caught fire. I did not know how it came. Then I fell down.
So I thought back like this, go now just hear voice. Boom. Catch fire. Giddy running. Started running.
Later now, I rise up again and I ran out of the fire. Then that my sister was inside. She even died there.
I don't see my sister again. My sister even died.
Both my friend with the top there, all of them call the 4 people for his side. Because I know roads. For that area, I know the road. Now be the road I dey run. Remain 1 gallon. When I want a rock more for that place. Now I want get caught with fire. Now just push me. I call for go back. That last gallon will be say dey ground way for a day. Now I call bust for my 2 leg.
Inside the bush, the river, the land, the cassava in that environment, they all got burned. There was no place to escape. Those who are really soaked with fuel, you know, the clothes have soaked fuel, the whole body has soaked fuel, they got burned.
No!
mama don't die. My mama don't die. My mama don't die. Mama.
It is a sad side that the disaster has happened, and we are trying to see what can be done.
Around 2:10, 4 people saw me, now carry me on back, rush me to hospital. First rush me to maternity here. Maternity here. Give us first treatments.
You see any other people for there where fire don't?
People full and not anybody. People full and they give us first treatments. Before that, discharge us to, or discharge me go back to village.
I was in school then, so I went over for weekend. It is on there we heard that our sister involved in the accident. Even right in our place, we see the smoke. So and people will just the message. People will just running here and there. People will just say has finished. Everywhere fire disaster. So when we came, we just wrote down. When we came, we met her and some others. Numbers of people.
When the incident occurred, we had a large number of victims who were brought in here. Many of them with extensive burns degrees. We did what we could to save those who could be saved, but some were burnt beyond redemption. Because as you know, once you have over 50% body burns, the outlook is always not so good.
I personally went to the hospital to see some of the victims, and it was horrific just seeing the amount, the kind of injuries that they had. And people were scared of saying that, you are burnt, and then you are scared to say you are burnt, because you are not seen as a victim. You are seen as the guilty one, as though you did something wrong. That's why you got burnt. So a lot of people left hospital because they didn't want to be arrested. And many people died because of that.
People got to say the water shook all these people will be say they bought for the disaster. Say the water shook, they die.
They said they came that the government want to kill the people. So people, they were running from the hospital.
I was even arrested. I was arrested being a community president that I damaged the pipeline that led to fire disaster, but it was all political.
State administrator had arranged for drugs to be supplied to the various hospitals and clinics in this town for the treatment of these patients. In spite of that, there was still this panic discharge.
Many of the people did not know where their relations were sent to, because there was no question of address or anything. So the surviving relations, I don't think, knew where their loved ones were sent to and passed on. No. On the whole, we had, as far as I remember, well over 100 patients who came in here with various degrees of burns. 50% or more survived. As I said, the severity of the burns were such that by the time many of them arrived here, they were virtually on their last breath. But not all of them could even say anything. But you see, there was that, the way they look at you, the way there was that desire just to survive.
4 days after, the fire is still on. 4 days after, corpses are still being burnt. The government has not set up an inquiry to investigate what led to this fire, what led to the explosion that has consumed over 800 people, defenseless, poor people of the Niger Delta who are sitting on this wealth.
So there was nothing to do. This happened, has happened. But men will not stop struggling. Why people die, people make money. So we still go to collect. Despite the fire is still burning. We bought Omo. As a human being, we bought Omo. Boil that things, we off and collect fuel again because the fire is flowing down to us. So they now come with police to chase us away. The police that chase us away started serving to feed their vehicle again. Then what do we do? Already, that's where we have been getting money from. To put on heads. Smuggle again. Struggle. All we see, some people came from Shell, said they are Shell staff. They want to off the fire. They came with crane. Carelessly, the man misride the crane got burned. They went again and bring another one.
The fire was put out by a crew that came in from the United States, which is a big shame to start with. Meaning that after so many years of oil extraction, we don't have a system that can respond to such incident. We didn't have. Who knows if you have now?
And the white people, of course, they said they call, because it was free. Oyibo not be black person, no. Just came for hey, go carry us. Different people, some are running that they were to get people, but I say, God, my God will teach me, my God will be with me. My mother just carried me to that, follow me and my mother just go to the hospital and there they treat us free.
My people took me to the hospital where it was a private hospital at Ugeli. So then the Catholic came. It is the Catholic that they came and carried me out of that place to their hospital at Okpara. So they were the one that Okpara Inland. They were the one that took care of me. They treated me before my body was okay.
They go carry me go for inside village of Vadi. Go put for maternity for your night. They go carry me go Okpara Inland, go treat. I go stay there 3 months. I saw weeks before and discharge go.
It's a scar. Can a scar leave your body till you die? Just like when you get one, right from the one I got when I was a child, the scar is still there. People cannot forget it. The only way that can make it erased from the mind of the people is when the government comes and maybe do something. They will not see the fact. This is a compensation for our people that got born. Is it of their own making? Pipeline passed their place and it caught fire, either by crook or by hook. It's not their fault. It's not their fault.
I just thank God that I did not die. Things are not normal. In short, I'm like a disabled person. So it affects me, most especially, it affects me.
This way me dey waka, no say as I be businesswoman, when me dey waka say the stress, he say the V when dey here, say the fire burn away well. Now it dey affect me. If I too waka, I go dey tear. I do work, I go to and I say, God, they do. Whether they will reason every day because of my leg when it cut them. You know, sir. Maybe me and the children the verse or kind time when they do me what kind time. I will say, I not blame you now because why disaster when it cut destroy my life for blood like this. I for not go far. I see they tell my husband. I say I for not even marry. I for not go far. I say they tell her.
No one knew that she might survive it. It's just 50-50. So nobody will see his own blood sister or brother on that condition that she will feel happy or he will feel happy. So we felt very bad, and we believe God that God is just God that will run His miracle, and He did. God did His Son.
So after the people wey be say they don die, after they bury dem finish, na the ghost come dey waka dey follow everywhere, so that make dem help dem. Maybe people wey be say you know your sister, you go just waka jam the walls. Na that spirit na e go learn, maybe e go cause accident for road. Na im make everybody come dey cry that time. Before those oyibo people come, they come change the place before everywhere come cool down.
This is the mass grave where the victims were buried. Initial time, there wasn't grave like this. It was only ordinary earth grave. But after the spirit is worrying them, so they have to make a design so that they change the spirit of the people who are victims. With this, the place becomes peaceful. So this is the names of the affected victims in memory of victims of the Jesse Oyes pipeline fire disaster.
Some time ago, every year they do remember the people that died.
So this is where we do celebrate it. When the people came, the raised canopy around here, we celebrate with them.
Yes, people were coming to celebrate as an anniversary, but we now saw bringing up the tragic events. We now, like renewing the wound that is almost getting healed. So that's why I think they stopped it.
Since then, I think when Chief Anthony Akpomia was in the House of Assembly, he moved a motion and a contract was awarded when that building that you saw there was erected. Since then, we have not heard of anything. I can't tell you that, I cannot guess, but the promise they made to us that time is that they will come and at least build hospitals for us, cottage industry, so that those who lost their parents, the children that lost their parents, we have some gain.
To see many stories
Tomorrow, they should bring list. I want to buy machine for people. I want to buy this. We will see the story, but we will not see the machine. Sometimes people will come to us, will come and say, did you see things like this brought by so people? We said no. That is where the things become disaster. So nobody understand each other again. To your place, people become fed up of it. So when they come for such issue, nobody give ear to it. Because sometimes you remember some of the people, they are lost relatives. So they don't want to put ear to it because there's no benefit from it. Even those who were not affected become the people enjoying the benefit.
When they call, they go write our name. They go take all wetin happen that day. As I see their space, so they go take everything. They go say so day they go bleed sorting for us, stay help us. When they bleed the thing, the shift where they the town, they go take everything where they take, or they not give us anything. That's what they call the do. Now let me go say anything we say they want to do about this disaster. Say they call anybody call. I know the right name. Me with them not they contribute together. If they even come me say that they sure something for you, I know they go. Because I know if you go use my but me bear the pain where the tea happen. And one person go they enjoy the tea.
The chiefs were thinking, because you know this IOC, the oil, International Oil Company, the oil, and the Indigenous Oil Company, they have a way of exculpating themselves from responsibility by saying, oh, it is third-person interference. You know, today our Commissioner for Environment have opened eyes to see the game, the political game, and the gimmicks the international oil companies play to see to it that for them to exculpate themselves from paying compensation, they will always say any damage is caused by a third party. So when they said it then, I think the chief just bought into it and just believe, oh, it's possible the youths must have done it. So they just went away like that without really paying compensation to the community.
When you have an oil spill or refined product, the impact is extensive. Yeah, this one was extensive because it was not just a question of spill, you had fire. It wasn't just the land that was burnt, it was the river also on fire. So the landscape was absolutely scarred. Now, when you have, if you look around, you find that when environment of that nature is left to itself to recover, it takes a lifetime. So that place will still be polluted as we speak, because there's been no cleanup of the pollutants that occurred there. We've had other oil spills, other fires. Forests have been set on fire, many rivers set on fire. There are communities that have been burnt. For example, Goi community in Ogoni, a fire that occurred in 2005. Not because there's no pipeline through that community and no oil well or oil facility, but an oil spill occurred somewhere else and flowed through the river system, the creek, and caught fire and burnt half of the village. So if you go to Goi today, nobody lives there. There are refugees in other parts of Ogoniland. So we have this tragedy democratically spread across the Niger Delta. So the Delta is a ground that is like a person that is bleeding continuously and just hanging on to life by sheer determination.